Now, is there anyone here that can tell me why most alligators are abnormally aggressive? Yes or you, sir?
Mama says that alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth but no toothbrush.
Your mama said it. Alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. Wow. Anybody else? Yes, sir, you, sir.
Alligators are aggressive because of an enlarged medulla oblongata. It's the sector of the brain which controls aggressive behavior.
That is correct. The medulla oblongata.
But Mama said...
The medulla oblongata is where anger, jealousy, and aggression come from. Now, is there anybody here can tell me where happiness comes from? All right. Let's hear what Mama has to say on the subject.
Mama say that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
Well, folks, Mama's wrong again.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. Mama's right.
All wrong. Mama's right. Mama's right. Something wrong with his medulla oblongata.
It's okay to fight back. Coach Klein said I could. Mr. Coach Klein said I could. It's fine.
Medulla oblongata. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rhythm Section Podcast. That's Jeff. That's Derek. This podcast is where we talk to awesome musicians and pillars of the Memphis music community and talk some nonsense and current events as best we can and make awesome announcements and, just truly epic stuff. We both are wearing Rhythm Section Podcast shirts. We did not call ahead and plan that, but so yes, Jeff, where can everyone find us?
Stitcher, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, which we love. Please go watch it on YouTube. That's where you can get the video, and you can also get the video on Facebook.
That's right, 6 p.m. Facebook, YouTube, every Monday.
Yep.
Full-length video episode. Our audio presentation, much like Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, like you just said, that's Monday mornings.
Yeah.
Early morning.
What time Monday mornings? I don't even know.
It's like 3 a.m. I put it out in the middle of the night. So
Okay.
it'll be ready for you when you wake up.
Good to go.
When you're going out, walking your dog, boom, you got it ready for you. Throw it through your earbuds. Good to go. All right, so we're presented to you by SRP Studios in Hernando, Mississippi, ShelbyRow.Productions.com. If you're wanting to start a podcast, check it out. Free consultation. You'll be talking to me directly. Let's figure something out for you. Patreon.
Yes.
We have a Patreon link in our description. Click on that. Sign up for our tip jar tier. It's $1 a month, $12 a year. That would go a long way. That's it. So, parental discretion is advised, as always. And let's get started, man. We got a lot of things to talk about as usual.
Mm-hmm.
So today, our interview is with our good friend, Mr. Jeff Cobble.
Yeah.
And we talk about his life, obviously, try to get some history on him. I still learn new things about him, even though, I've been friends with him for some time.
A lot of it we keep secret.
That's right. But so we'll get more into him at the end of this intro. We went to Neil's last night as we record this to see Formerly Known As and to see Jacob Turner. More details on that. We got a new patron to announce today.
Cool.
And I actually want to make an announcement for my other podcast, The Real Hernando.
All right.
So we're going to get to all that. But first, as I do here, Jeff, I throw it to you.
I just, once again, I want to mention Memphis Music Room.
Mm-hmm.
Had a conversation with Johnny Bennett the other day, and it was a cool conversation because during what we were talking about, one thing that I asked him was, "Do you have servers?
Like computer servers?
No, like servers for food during the performances." And his response was absolutely not. I was like, okay, I want to know more, because that was a pretty firm answer. And I said, well, then how do people get their food, or how do people get a drink? He said they get their ass up and they go to the bar, or they go to the counter to order food.
Show some initiative.
Yeah, and his reasoning behind that is the reason I'm telling this story, because I thought it was so cool. He said, I do not want to ruin the experience of the show with servers walking around, getting in the way, just interrupting what's happening. So that told me that this guy gets it. He really wants a music venue that's all about the performers. So I thought that was cool. Someone who is not just a restaurant with some music in the background.
Right. No, it's made for music.
It's made for the performers. It's important to him that they showcase what they're doing, and that it's not just a bunch of people talking and ordering food and all that. So
it is, because it is demoralizing sometimes when you're flipping through Facebook and you see your friends doing an acoustic show.
Yep.
Especially when it's original and they're pouring their heart out into it, and all you hear is the chatter in the background. They finish a song and one clap. And I get it. I get it. But so
well, and not to take away from the venues that have that set up, but it's nice to have something that's a little different.
Yeah.
If a band really wants to go showcase their talent and play to an audience that's focused on them, then you have a venue for that.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
So, I thought that was neat.
So, Memphis Music Room, check them out. Facebook, go follow them, patronize their page, get to know them.
Yeah.
They do have shows going now, but we are hoping to help them out and get more activity there.
Yeah.
Bring more people to it.
For sure.
Introduce more people to it. So, well, speaking of, checking out a live act, we went to Neil's Music Room last night, and we went to see Formerly Known As.
Yeah.
And as a way to meet the future guest on this podcast, a future episode, Jacob Turner, the drummer from Formerly Known As.
Yeah.
He's coming in today, later, to record as we record this.
Right.
And it just worked out. We're like, man, they're playing Saturday night.
The night before.
So let's go meet them that way instead of me meeting them for the first time in here. And we've heard so many good things about them. Like, let's go out.
All well deserved.
Yes, and it was so much fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, we did. It was a blast, and I call him a kid because I'm 52, but the kid can play.
Yeah, and we should thank his family.
Absolutely.
His father's Trip Turner, and I don't remember his mother's name.
I'm not going to say it.
You're not going to say it?
No, I'm going to make you figure it out.
I can turn your mic off, sir.
It's either, and I honestly don't know if it's Tamara or Tamara.
I heard Tamara.
Okay.
That's it. So they let us sit at their table, and they were very pleasant, and it was fun to get to know Trip and them.
Trip likes bourbon.
Yeah. in a full glass.
Yes, he does.
So Formerly Known As you would imagine, kicked major ass, and it was a lot of fun. And then we did have a chance to hang out and talk to Sean and some of the other band members.
Yeah.
And it was just a great night.
Yeah, it was a great night. Great music.
Okay, so Sean Few's going to make another appearance here later. Like he has somehow become, a point of talking here in this podcast, because I forgot to mention, with this being the second episode with the new theme music, I should have maybe given another heads up on what that music is. That is from Sean Few and Jimmy Fulp.
Yep.
They were nice enough to give us that piece of music for our new theme song. So that's awesome. But all right, first off, the sound, and I'm looking for it. And where's that stupid sound? Okay. We got a new patron, everybody.
Sweet.
We got Matt Montgomery.
Awesome.
Montgomery. Do you know Matt?
I know, not in person.
Just Facebook.
Facebook.
Matt.
Yeah, that's how we know most of the people that we know at this point.
That's right.
We plan on meeting everybody face to face before it's over, but that's going to take a while.
I've never met more new people than I have in the last 8 weeks.
I know. It's pretty awesome.
That is really cool. So Matt, thank you, sir.
Thanks.
We do appreciate it
For sure.
Okay, so I want to do something that I need to get better at, and that is to not shamelessly promote my business and my entities, if you want, if you will. But if I have this platform, why not make some announcements, right? So here and there, I'm gonna want to update people on, SRP Studios as a network, because it does more than just create podcasts for clients. There's entities and properties that I produce, much like the Rhythm Section podcast.
Right.
And one of them is the Real Hernando podcast. And new season is out now. It started. So go to therealhernando.com and check it out. And what I do in that podcast is I interview here locally. It's just Hernando-based podcast. And I interview business owners, small business owners, mom and pops, leaders. I had the mayor on last year.
I was going to say politicians.
And last year was its first year. I pushed out 22 episodes, just every other week. And it ultimately changed my life. There's a lot of story behind this podcast. It connected me to the community. One of the reasons why I did it was a marketing arm for this business, because at the time, my studio was in the corner of my bedroom at the Magnolia Apartments here in Hernando. So through meeting people and being an active member of the Chamber of Commerce, I realized it was time to strike, and that was one of the motivating factors to open the studio. Another motivating factor and announcement to make is the Real Hernando is sponsored now. It's got a title sponsor. It's Wesley Meadows Retirement Community.
Cool. Right
here in Hernando. That's why the shift I'm trying to make for my business as a whole is to niche a certain kind of service and approach. And what I want to do more of, much like this podcast and the Real Hernando, is create community-sponsored podcast networks.
Right.
Key community sponsored in that order. So that way someone within that community can help if they want.
Yeah.
It would be a lot better if Bank of America,
right.
I can get more money from them, right? But that's not the point. So the Real Hernando, therealhernando.com. It's on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Cool.
It's got its own YouTube channel.
Awesome.
But you can find all the locations on the website as a hub. And it's very exciting. It's a new year. I got a studio for it now. You're going to see me sharing these posts in a different studio. So that's across the hall from us. So check it out. I just thought I would throw that out there.
Yeah, and we need to tell everybody about the other new podcast that you've been talking to me about, Stripping for Dollars.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. We're not quite there yet.
Right. Working on it.
I'm working on my strip routine is what I'm doing. Okay. The time has come, Jeff.
Yeah.
We're going to do something fun.
Okay.
Sean Few is talking to us last night at Neil's before they start playing, and he makes a comment. He's like, man, I listened to one of your first episodes and you told a dad joke. I expected more dad jokes. I want more dad jokes. And of course, my head exploded. I was like, oh, I can bring some kind of stupid, silly segment to this.
Sure. Thing. If this doesn't work, Sean, it's all your fault.
So this is for Sean.
Yeah.
Also, Sean, again, I don't know why we're kissing Sean's ass so much here, but
it'll be all right.
Sean also played us Huey Lewis in the News.
Yes, he did.
What was the song? Power of Love.
Power of Love from Back to the Future.
And they and they crushed it. And yes, Sean, I heard you make a quick comment in the mic. It's like, great bass line. Yeah. Killer bass line. Huey's got awesome bass lines across the board, and Sean crushed it. It was awesome.
Yep.
All right, so dad jokes.
All right.
So let's do this. Let's see how this works here. All right, so I'm going to start, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. I'm already trying not to laugh or smile.
All right, Jeff.
Yeah.
What did the horse say after it tripped? Help. I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
All right. What do you call a well-balanced horse?
What?
Stable.
Jeff, what do you call an angry carrot? A steamed veggie.
I'm really not sure I want to continue this. Oh, all right. Where do polar bears keep their money?
Where?
In a snowbank. See,
Do you see a trend here?
I'm not really happy with this. I'm getting all the crappy responses there.
How do you make an egg roll?
I don't know.
You push it.
Okay. I need to control the tablet
No, you don't.
for this section. Why did the bicycle fall over?
What?
Because it was too tired. All right.
All the bells and whistles there.
And we're going to follow that up with Jeff Cobble. I'm sure he appreciates it.
Oh, man. People, I hope you understand that we're just trying to have fun. And Sean, I hope you like that. If anyone else hated it, it's his fault.
Yeah.
All right. So
Is that going to be weekly?
No, unless people want it.
I don't know. I'm good with it.
If we get a bunch of patrons that says, "Hey, I'm giving you $1 a month for more dad jokes," we're telling more dad jokes.
If Johnny Carson would have done something like that, he might have been somebody.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Just, just you came very close, very close. So, well, all right, man. Do we want to talk about our good friend Jeff Cobble?
Let's do that.
So, I met Cobble through you.
Yep.
That was what, 2016 or so?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
It's been a minute.
Because I met you through Derek, and even back then, you and I were friends.
Yeah.
We were friends, but not like now.
Right.
And you reached out and said, "Hey, I'm starting something with Jeff Cobble."
Yeah.
And his wife and daughter.
Yeah.
You want in?
Yeah.
And I was like, sure, let's try it out.
And you regret that decision ever since.
It was blissful.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
No, it was fun.
So that's when I met him, and then we also started playing with Nick Garrison all at the same time. So,
and I honestly don't remember how I met Cobble. It might have been through that Nick Garrison project, but at some point, I think that was it. I think Cobble may have reached out to me to do that, or no, I think I don't know. But anyway, one way or another, through social media, Jeff and I met, started playing together, and he just for some reason enjoyed using me as a drummer.
And I knew of him because one of his more popular bands back in the day was Seventh Sundown.
Yeah, they had a good run.
They had a good run. They were playing like the Peabody Rooftop and all that stuff. So I knew of him, but it was cool to meet him, and it's hard not to love Cobble, right?
Great guy.
Yeah, as frustrating as that squirrel can be sometimes, that he's one of the guys that definitely influenced this sound.
Or not.
Someday.
Yeah.
Someday I'm going to put this fader back up so I can do this.
That's the one.
Man, I hope this episode is okay, this intro.
No, it's fine.
Because I'm tired. My old butt stayed out till 11 o'clock last night.
Yeah,
whoa.
Yeah, we made it all the way to the end of the second set, and that shit is unheard of.
So Jeff Cobble, also in this interview, we do play one of his songs. He wrote this really cool instrumental that Seventh Sundown let him put on their album.
Yep.
That they released several years ago. So we do play that. Yeah. And as usual, when we play music for a guest, we will add some photos for the video presentation. We talk about, he actually wrote out lessons for a magazine.
Yeah.
That was
talked about that.
And then it was in Holland.
It was a foreign country.
It was a foreign, so they would translate it into Dutch. Right. I think it was Dutch.
Or in Jeff's case they translated it to redneck.
Yeah, well, sometimes when I listen to Cobble talk, it sounds like Dutch.
Yeah. He's got kind of an accent.
Yeah, so, and we've spent a lot of good time with him on a bus with Derek Joseph.
Absolutely.
So this last year, we did several shows with Derek Joseph and with him on guitar. So I've been in 3 different bands with Cobble. I've played a lot with him, and we love him.
Yeah, we do. As much as we give you a hard time, Jeff, we do love you.
Yes. So never forget that, Jeff.
Never.
All right, man. Let's get through this, man. We gave everyone a good 20 minutes of nonsense.
It was nonsensical.
So again, formerly known as at Neil's, killed it.
Yeah.
Jacob Turner, as advertised, you are quite the still a prodigy. He's 20, so to me, he's still a kid.
Yeah.
And as I said, 2 hours from as we record this right now, he's going to be in here for his interview to be published down the road. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Again, check out our Patreon page. Check out ShelbyRowProductions.com, TheRealHernando.com. Check that out, if you will. Memphis Music Room. Go find that Facebook page. Patronize them. If you have a good dad joke you want to send us, go ahead and do that.
Definitely send the dad jokes.
And YouTube channel. Patronize the YouTube channel. At least go subscribe. That would help out too. So, all right, y'all. Enough of us. And I hope you enjoy our interview with our good friend, Jeff Cobble.
Yeah.
Mr. Ward, how special is this?
This is pretty awesome. We've got the wonderful Jeff Cobble in the studio.
Yes. Y'all know him? Y'all love him.
Y'all love him.
What's up, Cobbs?
Good. I'm glad to finally meet y'all. I see y'all over Facebook. I finally got to meet you today.
Yeah.
Are you starstruck?
Yes.
Starstruck.
I couldn't wait to get here.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your drive all the way from Marion, Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
What kind of drive time was that?
35.
Oh, it's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Mostly highway.
Yeah, I'll drive it every day going to South Haven.
Yep.
Well, we've had a great summer with you on the tour bus with us. The 3 of us know each other better now than we did at the start of the summer, and we thought we knew one another pretty well back then. So,
well, in the intro that we haven't recorded yet, we will be mentioning briefly the 3 bands that we've played together in.
Yeah.
But now that we're in the actual video episode here, we can dig in.
Yeah.
So we played in Radiometer, which is a band that you started with your wife, Kayla, and your daughter, Ashton.
Correct.
At the same time, you introduced us to Nick Garrison, pointing to Jeff Ward.
It was in that time frame.
Yeah.
So then the 3 of us backed up Nick Garrison.
Yeah.
And we did that for about 6 months, didn't we?
Yep.
Nick was closer to a year, I think.
It was a while.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I think it was close to a year. Yeah. And I loved that. I mean, I loved everything we did, but Nick's original stuff that we played, I thought was amazing.
And that was 16, 17? 2016, 2017?
Yes, I think so.
I'll go with that.
I think so.
Time flies, fellas.
Yeah.
So a few years pass, and then we all find ourselves on a bus with Derek Joseph for the summer of 2022, and that's been wild, guys. It's been so much fun.
Yeah,
it's been a good time. I know there were a couple of those shows you probably don't remember real
There's a couple of shows I'd like to forget. How about that? We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. This is a happy place, guys.
It is.
Oh, I was happy then too.
We all are. We all are.
Oh boy.
But I want to talk about. We're going to play a song for you later. Let's do a tease. It's called Pasture Aroma. It's an instrumental that was written and performed by Jeff Cobble. We'll get more information on that. We'll get deeper into the details of that.
Yep.
Right.
And I also want to talk to you about your magazine deal you had for a minute.
Oh, okay.
And we've talked about it a little bit here and there, but I'd really like now that I'm focused on a conversation like this, it'd be cool to really learn more about that. So, and then, and that's about it. So,
stories from the road.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's go to the magazine. Explain real quick the opportunity that you had back, and what year was this?
Oh gosh,
It was many years ago.
Yeah, Ashton was 16, I guess, and she's
Don't say that. You can't tell. Yeah,
31 now.
Oh, you're in trouble.
So it's been about 15 years.
Yeah, she's my daughter. I can tell. I don't care.
So yeah, tell us the story behind the magazine.
Yeah, I was playing up in Nashville, and the guy comes up and said, "Hey, I'm from Finland." He had the accent and all. I said, "I got a guitar magazine, and I would love for you to do a tone and lesson column for me." So I said, "Okay, yeah." Told me how much it paid, and I said, "Well, hell yeah." So I had to start doing it. It was every 2 months is what it was.
Yeah.
So
and by your accent, I'm sure he thought you were Italian.
No, he thought I was. Yeah, he said, "Oh boy, yeah." He had to go study redneck listening.
He's got the voice for print.
Yeah. Just like I got a face for radio.
Me. I have no business being on this microphone. Trust me.
Yep. Well, yeah.
So I got
another interesting story about my accent, I guess. But anyway,
we don't want to squirrel this early.
Yeah.
Cobble.
Okay. Well, so I got involved doing that. So my first time, I called Dad and I said, "Dad, so I do this lick," and I played it for him. I said, "What the hell am I doing?" I didn't know the timing. I didn't know what notes to put in it, so I had to go buy a Guitar Pro. You ever heard that? Yeah. And put a MIDI pickup on.
So you did all of this after agreeing to having a lesson in a global magazine every 2 months.
So it was learning what I'm doing 101 immediately. So if I had a bad problem, I called Dad. He knew, of course. You know, he said, "That's 16th note right there. That's another 16th right there. All that, this right. You got your rest here, blah, blah, blah." So I learned a lot about what I do then. It's unorthodox, I guess.
So how many years did you give lessons in this magazine?
Did it for 2 years.
What was the name of the magazine?
Guitar Fan.
Guitar Fan. And based out of where?
Finland.
It's amazing.
It's so random.
Yeah, and it was
Jeff Cobble writes.
I know.
Does guitar lessons in a magazine, and where again? Finland.
Oh Lord! And it was all the text in it is in Finnish.
That's amazing.
So they translated it for you?
Yeah.
Surely you didn't speak Finnish.
Yeah,
what kind of question was that?
Well, I called the guy, Tommy. And I said, "Hey, can you assure me that y'all wasn't talking bad about me in this damn thing? Because I can't read nothing in here." He said, "Yeah, he read it to me." I said, "Okay, that's cool."
Well, you mentioned your dad.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name?
James.
And
Jim.
I have seen you post so many times about your dad and how you miss him and how instrumental he was to you. So talk to us about him. Tell us about your dad and how he influenced you as a musician and just how things were having him as a dad.
Well, he was great. He played like Chet Atkins, period.
Right.
He could play any Chet Atkins song ever written, that ever recorded. So he didn't want me to turn out like him, is what he always said.
Yeah.
So I'd be in my room playing along with the radio. He'd come in there and change the channel about every 30 minutes. Play with this one, play with this one. Different music.
Just to play different things.
He said, "Don't learn one." So I didn't.
That's great. Good advice.
Yes.
You probably didn't know at the time how good that advice was.
Yeah, no, I don't, but I do now, and I'm glad I did because it's helped me in the studio quite a bit.
Sure.
I go in to do a country song, and then you say, "Hey, while you're in here, I got this hip hop song you want to do." Okay, let's hip hop on over here and do it. Mm-hmm. He just, and his knowledge, his knowledge on music was unreal.
Right.
He knew how to read and all that stuff, and I never learned how to read. And when I did the Guitar Pro thing, I started getting to see, after I laid out, I had to go in there and edit a lot of the notes because they're real fast, funny feel notes in it. And so I had to go in there and edit it all. I got to look at it. I'm glad I didn't try to learn how to read music. There ain't no way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. After they transcribed it into a staff.
Yeah, because it had that and it had the tabs.
Yeah.
Now, the tabs I could understand.
Yeah.
Right.
But the actual music,
I just love how
like Finnish.
I just love how backwards it was. I still can't get over that. Like, he gets an opportunity to write for a magazine, but he doesn't know what to write and how to do it. And learns it on the spot. True entrepreneurship right there. Seriously.
Yeah. And as musicians, I think a lot of us kind of do things with that approach.
Yeah, you jump.
If you get an opportunity, you take it, and you just, okay, now I'm going to figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, you just say yes and figure it out. So good for you, man. That's awesome. And again, how many years did you?
I did 2 years, and then
How many?
2.
Okay.
And that's when I got to playing a lot. I didn't actually have the time to do it. Working a full-time job too.
Right.
That's when I was still working at Alligator.
You don't just work a full-time job, dude. I've never known anybody work as much as you do. It's amazing to me the hours you can put in at your day job, and then you still even have the desire to play music. Yeah. So good for you. It's awesome.
It's an addiction, I guess.
The snake bites deep, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But
so, all right. So, radiometer.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say it was 2017. I think it was that ish.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Can you remind me? Like, was it you two connected first?
I don't remember. I think you asked me. You said, I want to put together a band with my wife and my daughter singing, and would you be interested? And I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. And then the first name that popped into my head to talk about playing bass was Derek, and we all met and we went to the rehearsal space and just kind of threw it together for a little while. It went well and kept on going.
Yep.
Shut up, Ike. Shut up, Ike.
So by the time, okay. Well, we're going to talk sounds here.
Yeah, I need
here
to
we go.
I need to let Jeff talk.
There it is.
Yeah.
Shut up, Ike.
Let's get that louder. Yeah. This sound was requested by Jeff when he's talking too much.
Shut up, Ike.
So, yeah.
But really, I'm the one that needs to shut up sometimes. But,
so tell us what prompted you to do, because I personally think that's crazy to want to be in a band with your wife and your daughter. I'd lose my mind.
Yeah,
and it was crazy, wasn't it?
It was rough. It was definitely rough, but
we had fun
on stage when the first note struck. It was I just loved it.
Yeah,
and I've always loved performing with my daughter anyway.
Yeah.
She's one of those kind of natural.
Yeah.
Like, got a mandolin one time, brought it home because I had to do a session, so I had to learn how to play it for the next week to go and do a song.
Right.
I come in from work the next day and she's in there playing like she'd been playing for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Get back here.
It's just one of those naturals.
Yeah.
And
she was like you, I'm sure.
She was phenomenal in the band. Sang her butt off. And hi, Ashton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice sweetie. I wish she would have played more acoustic because she was killer on it.
Right.
Before you approached Jeff, how long had you been thinking about doing this?
Yeah, me and Ashton, we kind of thrown around, here and there just in conversation. So me and her started to do a country CD when she was 16 years old. Went to Joey Studio. 7, 8, 9 songs we got done, and then she became the Millington High School football team manager. So the music got put to the side.
That's an odd role.
Oh yeah, she loved that. She did that her whole
cool.
year.
Right.
So the singing just went to the side.
Yeah. So I guess it went on to hiatus for a while, and then just like I said, we started talking about it randomly, and she said, "Well, let's get something going." But, hey, we need to get a band going. Let's play.
Right.
And it was weird. It was weird song selections too. You got to admit.
Some were, but I enjoyed it. I mean,
we had Heart, so we did Barracuda. We did
Adele.
Yeah. We did
a Toro cover.
Zombies.
Yep, Joan Jett Zombies.
Yeah. It was
Toro song.
I had a good time in that band.
She's always loved that song, that Toro song.
Yeah, it was a very wide variety of music.
Very. Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
Did that. Yeah. It was different than what everybody else was playing.
Right.
And we did like Mulligan 64 and Crossing and Olive Branch.
Rock House.
So around that same time, you bring in Nick Garrison, right? And how did that go down again?
I don't remember. I don't know how. I don't know specifically where I met Nick.
I don't remember how it happened either. It just happened.
But yeah, just kind of. I think it may have been you and Nick were in touch first.
Yeah, because I remember talking to Nick. I don't know if it was me or you first. I think you jumped in there, or you may have actually reached out to him after me and you were talking.
I think you did play me. I think you had a copy of one of his
Your songs?
original songs, and I heard it and immediately said that I want to be a part of.
Right.
So we did that. We got Derek involved, and it went really well. I had fun in that band.
And we also benefited from having a really nice rehearsal spot.
Yeah.
I think a lot of bands are like, wow, that must have been nice, because it's so hard to find a good rehearsal spot. And you know, I will say where it was out of privacy things, but you had a hookup for us. So both bands would be able to rehearse in there. I believe there's a drum kit that would stay put together for you.
Yeah, that helped.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I think had the PA in there set up ready.
Yeah.
And the person hated to have to cut me out of that. It killed him, but he had to make money, so he started storing wine.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's fine. Yeah, we get
Somebody
it.
started paying for
And
that.
since we know the location and that there's a lot of alcohol there, that's a good thing.
But I mean, if it ever opened up again, he would call me. I'm telling you, hey, you want the room back?
Sure. That's great.
It's great. I love him to do.
You want to mention his name, or is that?
Yeah, that's Russell.
Yeah.
Russell Caldwell.
Yeah, tell him.
Owns a Memphis material handling.
Yeah, tell him.
So we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Seventh Sundown.
Absolutely.
We got to talk about Seventh Sundown, right?
Yeah, we played a few gigs and then we
Just a few?
moved home.
Yeah. Well, you played a lot of gigs, and you guys had a huge following. That was a band that I went and watched and would have loved to have had the opportunity to play drums for. So
I remember being, I played the rooftop, the Peabody rooftop years ago with Mudflap King, Chip Edelman, Chip Doty. And I didn't know you. I definitely didn't know you back then, but I remember seeing a poster on the wall next weekend. I think you were playing the next weekend. So they had like a LED screen with your logo and stuff on there. And I don't remember seeing your picture, but I always remembered seeing the name, Seventh Sundown. And then I meet you years later, and because of Derek Joseph.
Yep.
And then
we started playing. Yeah, we had a band with Derek first for briefly, 2 gigs? Maybe?
Oh, that's right. We did.
Yeah, we did do
2 or
that.
3 gigs.
Yeah.
And
So
that was right before he got to go back to doing the Nashville thing and go out on the road.
Yeah.
And he took some Nashville guys. And,
Yeah. But how about, so let's talk Seventh Sundown, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
What year did that band start?
Oh, God. I was hoping you wouldn't ask me years.
Okay.
I don't keep up with it.
What month?
It's
Yeah,
been,
that
it's
month
been a
it
while.
was, no,
Was it
actually,
like- Is it after 2010?
oh, yeah. Shoot, probably 14, 16, something like that.
Together a few years?
Oh, yeah.
And what kind of music did you guys play?
Yeah, kind of country, swampish country kind of, I guess.
Who was in the band with you?
I had Matt Robinson. He was a singer. Great front man.
Yeah, he was.
He could work a crowd like I've never seen before.
Yep.
Of course, we had Sammy on bass. Sam Flagg. Had Jeremy Crunk at first on drums. Then Stan moved in and took over because I don't even know why, but
yeah.
And then, but Robert Clark was the first bass player in it.
Okay.
And then,
I know Robert.
Yeah, and ended up getting Sam.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a weird combination of me and Sam. And
how many years did you guys gig?
Shoo. Probably about 4 or 5.
That's
And your name was around for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We had a good go of it there.
Yeah.
So you recorded an instrumental with them, right?
No, I had already recorded it and just wanted to put it on something.
Oh, so they let you. Okay, so we're talking about a song called Pasture Aroma.
Yeah, that was done in 94.
Okay, see, I didn't know any of this. So this is the song I want to play.
Where did the name come from?
Because I had started on it and I wanted to hurry up and get it finished because I thought it'd be grass. Back when I was listening to the Helicasters and Brent Mason and all the chicken pickers and all, I said, I want to hurry and get this out. So I worked on it after a gig. I got home from a gig like at 2:30. So while I was gigging, I kept having these ideas right in the middle of songs. Hey, I knew it. So I finished the song, Pasture Aroma, about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning after a gig on a Sunday morning. I walked outside. I was tired. I was zinged out. So I walked outside, had pastures because we had 7 acres. And the horses were behind us. And there was some more horses across here. And that's the first thing I smelled was Horse shit.
I told you. I told you.
So I go, name of this tune's going to be Pasture Aroma.
That's awesome.
So I walked back in. That was the name of it.
That's great. All right. Tell us who played on this with you, and then we're going to play the song for the audience.
Me and Jim Pace, drummer and producer from Nashville, worked at Studio 19 and 20. Did it at 19, actually. And Paul Arnst on bass. That was the nucleus. And then he was mixing on it in Studio 19 one day, and Ricky Skaggs, steel player, Dean Holman, comes walking in. He heard it. He said, listening. He said, "Hey, I got my gear out here. Can I go ask him if I can play on that?" So Jim calls me, and I said, "Well, who is he?" He said, "Dean Holman." I said, "And who is that?" "It's Ricky Skaggs, steel player." I said, "Well, damn, you ain't through yet. Hurry, go.
Let's do this.
Yeah,
Let's get it done.
Yeah, so then I get a call next week. Bob Williams. Jim said, "Hey, Bob wants to put some banjo and acoustic on there. You mind?" I knew Bob.
Right.
I'd go up to Nashville to do sessions, and I ended up going out with their band. Lee Greenwood had a little band that they would play out in the club, BFWs and crap.
Right.
So I knew all them. I said, "Well, heck yeah." So he did that, and that's Pasture Aroma.
So the mid-90s, and you knocked it out then, and then
94.
So then what?
It was written.
Around what year did Seventh Sundown release the record that carried that song? I know I'm asking a year again, but we're talking 14, 15, somewhere early?
Probably 14, I would say.
So that thing sat around for about 10 years.
Right. Sure did. Yeah,
well, that's cool. They let you do that. That's cool.
I've got a bunch more that I need to get finished. Already started and almost done, but not done quite.
Well, let's play the audience the song, shall we? I think that's a cool setup.
Okay. Pasture Aroma, also known as horse shit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, I'm a bad radio DJ.
That's
forgot to stop the next song, but
that splice didn't work, did it?
But that thing cooks.
It does.
Thank you very much,
man. And all those musicians that jumped in on that to give you that sound, man, that is so killer.
And to do it free, Nashville guys, to do it free.
Yeah, it's awesome for somebody to hear something you've done and say, "Wow, that's so good. I really like to sit in on that."
To be on that.
Yeah.
I was honored, very honored that these guys wanted to even be on it. Yeah, I'm. What's funny now is I'm the worst one on the song, and I wrote it.
That's something I was going to bring up, and you just helped me lead into that. You are always so self-deprecating about your playing, and I see it on Facebook all that. And people always chime in and talk about what an amazing guitar player you are, and you're so humble. You don't like compliments. You don't like to take them, but Dude, you're a great player, and you've got the respect of a lot of musicians in town, and that should make you feel really good.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it does.
Shut up, man.
I'm done.
Yes, I finally remember to play it.
You got it.
I want one of them buttons.
I control the sounds over
I
here.
see that.
Okay.
So I got a story about Sam. Earlier, you were running down the band members of Seventh Sundown, and what's his full name again?
Sam Flagg.
Sam Flagg was your bass player. All right, so this is back several years ago. I texted you about something. It had been a while. I don't think we had talked for a while with just the bands. We weren't in bands anymore, and it was one of those deals where he lost my number. You know how sometimes your phone will just wipe out numbers.
Yeah.
So I get who is this?
Oh, yeah.
So
I know where you're going with this. God, I still remember that one.
So I decided to mess around with them and make them guess and just be an idiot. And so finally I was like, it's your favorite bass player. He's like, Sam? Question mark.
Oh, this is great. That's awesome.
Oh,
I was
shit.
heartbroken.
Oh,
I was like, okay, I get it.
Well, in my defense, I didn't think you would ever call me or text me or anything. So
that is priceless. I've never heard that story, and I love it.
well, and Derek, why am I going to call this podunk ass guitar player here?
I honestly can't remember why I was texting you.
I don't remember.
You know, I was traumatized. That's the piece I remember.
Well, no, you're actually my favorite bass player now. So you.
I'll pay you later.
Yeah. Well, not because I owe you for saying I was good. But I think we're even now.
Okay. All right. So I know you have daughters and granddaughters.
Mm-hmm.
No boys.
Yes, I got 3 boys: Coda, Kaiser, and Grizz.
I was like, when the hell did this happen? Those are his dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Pomeranian and 2 Siberian Huskies.
those dogs are awesome too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They talk.
boys.
They talk.
Yes.
So what are your daughters' names and how old are they?
Okay. My oldest is Ashton. Of course. She's and no ages, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah. No, I'm asking no ages.
Sure.
Ashton and then I've got Ava and then I've got Autumn.
Okay. And then your grandbabies?
Grandbaby. And got Emmy and Ellie.
Okay.
2 and 4.
Awesome. So you have a very full life.
Yeah.
You are a busy man.
Yeah. You had a second round.
Yeah.
So the
Loving
age
it.
difference between Ashton and what's your oldest daughter of the
Ava, it's a 20. Ashton's 31, and Ava is 11, so 20 years.
Okay. Well, we know now why you wanted to be in the band and go on the tour bus.
Get away.
It's just to get away for 48 hours.
Yeah, I love being with my girls.
I understand.
That's a blessing to me. Everybody laughs about it, especially at work.
Totally get it.
I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world.
Right.
and and it was obvious the time we spent on the road this summer. It was clear that was the tough part for you, was being away.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And it was obvious. We all got it.
You're the same way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we understand each other on that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My daughter's older now, so it's easier. She's 14. So,
Yeah. Mine are grown.
Yeah.
Mine would rather I went on the road. Dad, please go.
Here, I got your bag packed, Dad.
Yeah.
See you later. Have fun.
It was fun bringing my daughter on the trip to Wisconsin.
Oh, that was a good time.
I let Derek, Joseph, let her take a friend.
Right.
I checked out at the front end to make sure it was okay because I knew that she would have got bored.
Yeah.
That long trip.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Sure.
And at the time, that friend was over at the house every day. So she was like my other daughter. So to have them on the bus was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
They actually looked like they had a blast.
They did. Yeah. And it was a fun show, too.
It was.
It was a nice place. It used to be called Farmer Jean's.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called now.
They changed it, but it's in Wisconsin.
And it's this killer campground.
And a great venue.
It's a campground.
Oh, yeah, they fed us.
But they have this awesome,
awesome.
What kind of stage would you call that? It's a pavilion?
Yeah, it's a pavilion with a bar at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bar on the other side, opposite the side of the stage. And it's fun. It was cool. It was a good run.
Damn that bar.
We won't go there. We won't go there, Cobbs.
No.
Hey, it's a nice day out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was trying to ignore all that.
This is this was. I'm gonna play in more sounds. This was Jeff's brain.
Oh Lord.
When he was trying to ignore
Oh
it. Ward looks at his camera, deadpans it.
yeah. Oh, well,
I don't know. I was going to say something to Jason Ware. Deadpan like Letterman, right?
Oh.
Now that's like a little Easter egg. So now I'll know if Jason listened to this.
Yep.
Jason,
I won't say a word.
All right.
who's that? Jason
Ware.
Where? Oh,
My buddy.
Yeah. But he and I spoke last night. Forgot to mention that to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
oh, y'all smoke?
Yeah. We were
Smoked
smoking.
last night?
Yeah, we were smoking. Yeah.
Sound like I was spitting the
Spoke.
I know I was spitting the fall out. Sound
Spoke.
like you said smoke. We
I'm
smoked
tired.
last
I'm
night.
mumbling into the mic like I knew I would be.
My deaf ass.
So what's going on with you now, Cobbs? You, I know the Derek Joseph thing is, it's winter. It just is what it is.
It's
And
slow for us.
the
Right?
road stuff goes away.
Yeah, we got one gig left though. New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve at the sidecar.
Sidecar
throw that out
Saturday,
there.
New Year's
Sidecar.
Eve. Yeah.
Yep.
Come on out.
And
But I'm playing for, of course, Zach Bear. And now I'm joining Frankie Holly and the Noise.
Cool.
Gonna start gigging with him.
how
Good
did
deal.
that happen? Tell us more about that.
He posted on Facebook he's looking for a guitar player, so I
This is recently.
I chimed in and say, well, I'll keep my ears open for you and see if I can find somebody for you. And a few minutes later, Messenger popped up. He said, you want to do it? I said, well, yeah, I'll do it. So boom.
There you go.
Easy peasy.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
tell me more about him. What does he play? What's the band like?
Yeah, it's just country, kind of almost same thing Derek does, Joseph. But I met Derek and his brother, Frankie and his brother Derek at the Strand Theater in Millington.
Way too many dares.
I know.
Yeah. My mom and dad backed him up at this family country show up there. So I've
Mhm.
known him for umpteen years. Ashton was a little baby when I met him, I guess.
Right.
But his uncle was the staff bass player.
Okay.
So Bob Holly played with mom and dad for 13, 14 years, however long mom and dad did that up at Strand.
So there's a family connection.
Correct. Oh, you're correct. Yes.
Big time,
I've
yeah.
known Frankie since then.
Gotcha.
I was gigging all the time, but I still every now and again would have a Saturday night off, and I'd go up there and me and Dad would play steel guitar rag every time.
Yeah.
Who plays bass in that band?
Bob Hall. Oh, this one,
Yeah, in Frankie's band.
Chris Moore,
Okay, and then you got Bill Frazier on drums.
Bill Frazier, Mr.
Okay.
Bill on the drums.
Mr. Memphis Drum Shop.
Yes.
There he is.
So when's your first show with them? Do you know
we
yet?
don't have one yet. I'm sure it'll be right after the first of the year, though.
Yeah, you get through the holidays. I mean,
Yeah.
this is just that time of
It
year.
is.
you know.
I don't think any of us. We're rehearsing, and he mentioned something about rehearsing again before the Christmas, which
Yeah.
we will. But
Mhm.
as far as doing anything, ain't gonna do nothing before
Right.
holidays are over with.
Okay.
Make
Well,
it through that.
Well, at least you've got things lined up where you'll be busy. It's always a
Yeah.
good thing.
Yeah.
How much is Zach doing his thing? Are you guys busy at all, or is that going to be a
no,
summer
it's-
thing? Or
Like once every 3-4 months.
yeah, okay.
Which is it's fine with me.
And you
Yeah.
and he's still got.
I enjoy playing in his. I like his songs.
Yeah.
That's why I play for
I
him.
do too. I
mean,
think
do.
I think the original material I did with that stint was great stuff.
And he took what he had and took up to Skid Mills in Nashville.
Yeah.
And let Skid
Mhm.
fine tune everything. And
Yeah.
Skid. He's
Oh, it sounds great.
killer.
It's amazing stuff.
Yes.
So, what are some of your early influences as far as popular? I know your father is
Right.
Mount Rushmore, top of the mountain.
He's the one. Mom too. My mom was too. Piano. I used to try
Okay.
to follow stuff she would do on piano.
Yeah.
I tried to pick it up on the guitar, and they both were so talented. It was unreal.
Right.
So, when did you hear a published, produced song that changed you? You know, is there one that
Yes,
woke you up musically and like, oh wow, this is something I want to dig into?
It was like the first month I was in Memphis. I'm from Alabama, Hickville. Love it. Miss it. But at WHBQ 56 AM,
Okay.
I had my little radio by the bed. I was in I think 8th grade, 9th grade, something like that. And Stairway to Heaven come on.
Yeah.
So I run in there and get my dad's Chet Atkins guitar, the Country Gentleman. And I come in there in the bedroom, and I was a bass player and played drums, and I knew 3 chords on the guitar then. But I actually sat there and figured out where and what he was doing in that song before it went off. So that's when it just bang. You want to play guitar.
Right. Stairway to Heaven.
That's why. And that's why.
And now you know 5 chords.
Yeah. Yep. 4.5 actually. I hadn't finished the part anyway, but that's why Ashton is so adamant about doing that song all the time.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I get it.
Got a meaning to her.
Yeah.
It's a tricky song to cover, though. It's just so nuanced.
Yeah. I liked. I did hear that we were the only ones that's ever done it exactly like it's supposed to be done. Acoustic intro, double neck 12-string in the middle, and then the 6 outro lead and all.
No, I never felt like I covered that song and
covered
did it
all
justice.
the.
No way.
I struggled with it.
Well, we all do, man. It's Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, it's hard song.
If you don't struggle playing Led Zeppelin, you ain't doing something right. Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, it was fun, and I grew up every day hearing Chet Atkins, Jerry Reed, Merle Travis.
There we go.
All those guitar players like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Dad knew every one of them. Dick Dale, the surf guitar player.
Yeah. I know.
Nice.
Yep. Noki Edwards.
He's a picker in his own way, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just
Noki was the Pipeline, the song Pipeline did that. But he can play exactly like Chet Atkins. Exactly. He's bad to the bone. Noki Edwards.
I mean, that style of play it's pretty upbeat picking.
Yeah. Well, he
different.
did that with the band, The Ventures is who he played for.
Yeah.
He did that, of course, for the money. And he enjoyed the music. But his favorite was playing the Chet Atkins type stuff. Noki Edwards was. So my dad knew all them pickers. And we ended up joining that. And that's where I got to meet all of them.
So anyone that can't see it, it's a T-shirt and it says Chet Atkins Appreciation Society.
Yeah.
So I got to tell you at home, this guy, Noki Edwards, where he signed it. Tommy Emmanuel, Mr. Monster, and his brother, who we ended up doing a tele seminar with at the Czech convention. Phil Emmanuel, he's a monster too.
Yeah.
But we was sitting there picking around. The guy that runs the thing said, "I want y'all in a room doing a seminar type deal." And well, what? So I ended up having to go in there and set everything up and do. And everybody and their mama come in there and we sitting there. We didn't know what we was doing. We just start playing chicken picking all over it. I don't know, how did you do that? What are you doing? Well, let me see. I'm just playing all these notes so fast you can't hear if they're right or wrong. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, feel bad to the bone.
Did you? You need to play him his specific soundbite. You played mine. Shut Up, Ike. We've got one it is Jeff Cobble. It was put on there because of Jeff Cobble.
Was it Squirrel?
That's the one.
I don't have it.
Oh, so wrong.
I got to get that.
Thank you, Lord.
I got to.
There's a scene in Christmas Vacation when the squirrel gets in the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And his dad, Chevy Chase's dad, yells, "Squirrel!"
Yep.
We downloaded that specifically for you.
And we had Andrew on, so that's another reason. But I left myself a note to put that on there. So I did not have it today, Jeff.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
We're going hack with the sounds today, Jeff.
Yes.
There we go. But the main deal that got me fired completely up was I cut yards when I lived in Whitehaven.
Okay.
I got enough money to go to Pop Tunes.
Yeah, I remember.
Get me an album. So I saw a picture.
Youngsters are listening going, what the hell's an album?
Really, it's just the front of the album made me want it.
Yeah.
The picture, it was a stage, Marshall amps, stacks of SVTs on this side, and then a drum kit that went. So I said, "Oh, wow, that's got to be good." I mean, look at the equipment.
Right.
Young, dumb, and okay.
It's going to sound good.
Yeah. So I took it home and put it on and could not believe how badass it was.
Yeah.
Rush, All the World's a Stage.
There you go.
The whole album.
It is a great album.
I ended up having to own 3 of those, I think.
What was the cover?
It was the stage.
That's what he was saying.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, Marshall Stacks.
Marshall's, Neil Peart's drum kit.
Yeah.
And then all the SVTs, Spaghetti Lee. And just, I saw it, you know, I'm sitting there with something like $20 from cutting yards all week in my pocket. And I go, whew.
Yeah.
So I bought that. I couldn't wait to get home. And Dad heard, That man, he's hurting us. Listen to him screaming, talking about Getty Lee.
That's funny.
Did your dad dig him? Was he pretty?
Yeah, he understood
He
the
got it,
talent. Yeah. But one he never understood and didn't really like was Turd Nugent.
Turd
That's what he used to call him. You're listening to Turd again?
Turd Nugent.
My favorite Ted era is definitely Damn Yankees.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
The solo stuff, some of it I like.
One of my favorite songs is Ted Nugent and Great White Buffalo. I love that song. I always have.
He's still out there.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows him on Zoom.
Yeah.
We all get a good dose of him, but he still tours, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He plays a lot of like festivals and fairs, right?
Yeah, he played Graceland
Okay.
not too long ago. And I wanted to be there, but I ended up not going.
I wonder who sings the Derek St. Holmes parts. I hope he doesn't try to sing Stranglehold.
I would think not.
I'm not sure if he even does those songs or not.
God, you can't go to. I wouldn't want to go see Ted Nugent and not hear Stranglehold.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he may sing that one himself. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. I can find out real quick.
Yes, can you please rush on that too? I'm really dying to know.
I know it's one thing I got to know.
Well, look, man, it's been cool to have you here today. Obviously,
And thank y'all for having me.
But it's cool. All these years, we've managed to circle back and playing stuff together. You know, you too. I've played more gigs with you guys in the Memphis area than anybody.
Yeah,
Good.
we've done a lot of it.
So it's been fun.
Yeah, and because y'all now I'm got to where I will try to learn a song like it's supposed to go.
You're an asshole bass player.
No, not just you. It's just I mean I understand it. I just never have done it. But I do now.
There comes that level when you're playing certain venues and stuff that people want to hear it the way it was recorded. You know,
I agree.
That's what we're doing. And you've also, I know that this is the first time you've played with another guitar player.
Oh yes,
you've always been the only guy in the band that played guitar, and we forced you to play with another guitar player.
I've loved it, man.
Yeah, it's been fun. You guys gelled really well together.
His tone and I love his slide playing.
Yeah.
He can kiss my ass.
But it's so necessary for that kind of music.
Yes, it is.
You need two guitars, period.
For sure. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It sounds weird, just one.
It sounds good. I thought my tone and his tone, I think they matched enough to make it sound bigger.
Yep.
From what I could hear. But of course, I'm on one side, he's on the other, so I'm not going to hear the full spectrum.
Right.
Full spectrum.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Awesome, man. Thanks for doing this. You know, we'll have you on here again. This was fun.
Yeah, y'all come back and see me sometime.
Yeah, next time we'll play another song that you want us to promote for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to bring Walk Away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Ashton.
That's a tease.
Yeah.
Hey, bring her up.
Yeah.
Maybe next time it's you and Ashton in here.
Okay.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, all right, Jeff, let's close it out here.
Cool.
So you can find Jeff Cobble on Facebook. Just search his name, Jeff Cobble.
Yep.
And follow his silliness and craziness. But it's all good. We all love Cobbs. And most definitely a big thank you to the audience for hanging in to this point.
Always.
We do appreciate it. And Jeff, where can people find us?
Yeah, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher. We're everywhere. The Facebook page is Rhythm Section Pod. And just click the link tree in the description, and it'll take you where you need to go.
It'll give you options for everything Jeff just listed, plus our Patreon. If you want to support, we have a Patreon tier called The Tip Jar. More information when you click the Patreon link within the link tree. It's a monthly subscription, so if you can spare $1 a month just as a tip, as a way to help support, that would go a long way.
Get in on the ground floor, because that's going to go to like $100 a month here really quick.
Because our content will be that premium. But,
there you go.
And as I mentioned, this is recorded at SRP Studios and brought to you by Shelby Row Productions. And please, if you're interested in starting a podcast, sign up for the free consultation. And
Talk to that guy.
Be talking to me directly. So thanks, Jeff. Until next time.
Thanks, Derek. Thanks, Cobble.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
guys.
Thank you, Jeff. Take care, everybody.
See ya.